Or are we? No, I guess we're not.
The wind died.
We're intact. I believe so, mistress.
The smell of flowers flooded the misty air.
This place is beautiful. There's something here, although we have a question first. If this is a graveyard, then where are the graves? That's another good question, Aliya. There's something under the ivy here. Yeah, there is a sign. Ooh. That's the Eagle and Sun. This is an Empire period ruin. About 1,000 years more recent than we thought. And there's another inscription along the edge. Ooh, another long inscription. This one is several words. So first of all, we have an emperor. We have protection, or protect, as this is a verb, in you. Okay, I'm guessing some of those words are going to be wrong, because when does the emperor protect you? So, this doesn't feel right. May the Emperor protect you. May the Emperor protect you? Yeah, that makes sense. May the Emperor protect you. I wonder what that really tells us about the Empire. Nothing, mistress. Any scribe can lie. That is true. Who would have come here? Guests of the Emperor? Family? The Emperor themselves? Maintaining this place must have required considerable effort. Yeah, well... You know what? I think we need to find another translation for the word here. Which started with the inverted question mark. Where was this? Was it here? No. No, it wasn't. Where was this thing? No, it had to be later. Where was this? Huh. I can't really... I've lost it. I lost the thing. Oh, here it is. May the sky god lift you. Yes, well, that makes a lot more sense. May the sky god lift you. So that the question mark isn't a question. Doesn't denote a question in that case. I still haven't got an idea what it does mean, but that's useful information. Let's get back to playing the game. This whole place is incredible. It's perfect. Evidently almost 500 years old. Let's maybe try first the great big statue over here, shall we? An intact Empire Site 6. Everything on Iox was rebuilt after the fall, but this place was never destroyed. We must assume it was never found. A tree cracking the stone. This must have been a stray seed once, nothing more. Now look at it. It'll bring the whole place down in the end. Same fate will eventually overtake this place, mistress. Perhaps we could finish our explorations before that happens. Perhaps 6, but definitely... Look at this! There's something up there! Come on. I really need to see that. Come on. Up there. That's the hop rye you used? Indeed. This was a graveyard connected to the Empire. A graveyard of emperors, perhaps. So why did the Emperor scratch a map to this place in the wall of his hermitage? Perhaps he was dying, and this was where he wished to be buried. Huh. So if this place is a graveyard, what does that make you, goddess? I've got it. She's a death goddess, welcoming people to the afterlife. And she's much older than everything else here. Is she? Oh, cool. Why is the goddess covering her eye, mistress? Maybe her eye's a hopper eye? Maybe you can't hop her to death. You have to walk. that would be... Well, that's one explanation, I guess. Pretty neat. It is like the antithesis of the other goddess. The goddess is preventing your charges from leaving. Ooh, that's a nice notion. If death doesn't let her charges leave, what about the loop? This is a holy empire site. This is where faith in the loop began. Why do the gods have one eye, I wonder? Something to do with seeing clearly? Seeing without depth or confusion? Or is it something else completely? Huh. Yeah, anyhow, this goddess has her only eye covered, and the other one, the goddess of life, had like a ginormous big, piercing stare eye. Is there something here? Not really. How about here? Can we step through? No, we can't. Where do we go from here? Ooh, there's something over here. There's so much water. More water than I've ever seen in my life. I believe this is called a river, mistress. How do you know that? I cannot be sure, mistress, but I believe I have seen them before. I thought you couldn't remember anything. I cannot. And yet, I know that this is a river, just as I know how to sail. Good point. This is the bridge we saw from below. Mistress, a warning. I believe the running water has compromised the stonework of the bridge. Compromised? It feels solid to me. So, is there another way across the water? Perhaps. We have not yet thoroughly explored. I'm sure it'll be fine. This bridge has been here a long time. Mistress, I can only tell you the statistics based on the actual wear of the masonry. I cannot compensate for optimism. You know what, 6? Okay. Have it your way. We'll look for another passage for now. Maybe the game was trying to tell us that we should first explore this part of the structure before going to the other side. Smell it, smell it. Now take it. I leant over a flower and inhaled deeply. Musk and rose. A perfume garden. Okie dokes. There are 2 rooms here. An open door. Stuck. But then again, a tree has demolished the corridor beyond. A tree is a creature like any other, mistress. Slow, but ultimately self-interested. Let's check this one. Another door. And this one's locked. Or, there might be a key somewhere here. That is a ridiculous idea, mistress. Why would anyone lock a door if they intended to leave the key lying around nearby? A little pun. Okay. This is a game after all. We should be expecting keys laying around. Perhaps they were absent-minded. Mistress, really, I do not wish to have to report this kind of nonsense to Professor Mayari. Okay, shut up. I know what I'm doing. I want to look for a key. Let's look over here. Oh, what a view. There's our ship. She's a beautiful ship. I'm lucky I found her. Yeah, she is. She is. Definitely. Very cool. What's down there? You did not think to give your ship to the curators on Iox. She is an archaeological find, after all. Do you think I should give the ship to Iox? It would seem to me to be your job. But I am new to this, of course. Iox doesn't like people that have ships. They would have burned her. Your ship is no secret, mistress. Professor Mayari knows you sail, of course. Mayari lets me do what I like. I really don't know why. We have a painting here, and some things I've seen before. The sun and eagle motif on the right. Mostly worn away. Almost all worn away. I can't get anything from it. What do you make of it, Six? There really was a lot of writing here once, mistress. A whole chronicle, perhaps. But I believe some characters can still be read, I would wager. This one is a broken fragment from an even longer phrase. Can we? Ooh, that is a long one. We have and. We have off. We have even more offs. And now. We have the Emperor, of course. And we have the word for knowledge, too. We have to save it for later, apparently. We cannot decipher it right now. We won't get any... We won't get any additional words here. So, let's maybe get... here? Yeah, why not? Seems like an entrance to the garden. Although maybe to a small cul-de-sac. Is there anything here? I don't think so. What's this? There's something here. A dented gong made of copper. I think it dates from the early Empire. And there's an inscription. Of course there is. This is one of a broken fragment of text. We have a songbird here. We have sings. I give up. I'm going to have to come back to this later. Oh, really? No ideas at all? I don't think we've seen anything like this dented gong before. So, I think this originates from somewhere I never knew existed. Oh, really? Well now, that is an interesting thought. Maybe we'll find a new place. Something hidden. Undiscovered. Unseen for thousands of years. That would be awesome. Can I go through here? We can get through here. Oh yeah, that's enough. To the glass house. Well, why not? It seems like the only passage aside from the crumbling bridge. I want to use this. Okay. This is a beautiful glass house. Looks like a jungle in there. A very warm and moist environment. Nice. Is that a tree sticking out of the roof? It's amazing this place is still standing. It is, isn't it? Let's check out the bushes first. Or maybe... Ooh, see? A narrow gap. We can pass through here. But can we try the door? First, stuck? Stuck. Yeah, of course. Why not? Why is every door in this place stuck? That's a pretty good question, Aliya. So, do we turn back now? No, we don't. Maybe we'll have to try on that bridge you warned me about. No. We have the passage here. Come on. A narrow gap. They can squeeze through here. There might be another door at the back. Perhaps, mistress, but I will not fit. And try not to rust out here. Witty banter. It won't be long. Mistress. Aw, sad robot. I'm sad for the robot. Yep, we're through. By all the wakened waters. So many thorns. I'm not going back that way if I can help it. Okay. Well, let's enter the glass house in that case.
The air inside the glass house was damp. It smelt like fruit and warm water.
The tree. It's even bigger close up. Reminds me of the tree of knowledge in Iox. This is a beautiful place. I really like the art style in this game. It's peaceful here. Yeah, it is. Nice. Let's keep talking to ourselves. The air is warm. Yet we have something here. Among the leaves. What's this? This is a golden compass. Decorated with a sail motif. Looks like something from at least the earliest days of the Empire. Holy cow. That might be interesting. This is the end of a longer line of text. And we see some new signs here. Us. With is the same sign as of. That is interesting. And now we have winds. But yeah, there's something wrong. What is wrong? What was wrong here? Winds were wrong? So this is not with. Oh. But the rest is okay, but okay. So I think winds must be right, which is all right. And so this might be of. Well, it is, definitely. But in this case, it is part of a longer word. So golden compass. So first, we definitely have a verb here. So, okay, all those can be verbs. Winds connect us together. That would be awesome. That would be, I don't know, it sounds good. So let's, yeah, because, you know, this sign here, it looks like something like this little dot connects those two lines. So maybe, just maybe, you know, this is something about connection and togetherness. So I guess we'll, I guess we'll go with that. Alright, I guess that this comes from the same side as the rudder chunk. The one I found adrift in the rivers. Oh, cool. Maybe we'll discover a new place to look through. By collecting those chunks and pieces of artifacts. Water. Still flowing. After all this time, I would have thought it could be clogged with moss and dirt. but it ain't. Which is good, I think. That might actually signify that someone lives here and tends to the garden. I don't know, but maybe that's the case here. Well, what happened to our robot? I just hope my shoulder doesn't go straight through. Okay, we've shoved the door. Where's the robot? Oh, he's suddenly alive. So, I found a way in. So I see. Thanks for waiting. I see you are still undamaged, mistress. Yep. That's me. Totally undamaged. Come on. Follow me, 6. I'm gonna show you a tree. Look at this. A whole lot of tree. This is quite a collection, mistress. These plants must have once been assembled. What? Someone's prized collection? Assembled over many years, I should imagine. Oh, assembled as in collected. Okay, cool. It's probably true. Here's another way across the water. What do we have here? A waterfall. There's more water here than I've ever seen. Enough water for Elbreth 3 times over. There's only a way to transport water. Isn't there? It would seem a pretty, easy task. We have ships, don't we? This moon is a mountain. There is nowhere for anything to grow. But what it's all for out here just pours away into space. I don't get it. Or it's kind of overgrown. The wellspring must be up there somewhere. Where does all the water go? Into the Nebula, mistress. Into the rivers. Everywhere. Okie dokes. And that's what they build a graveyard here. The water carries the souls of the dead to the rivers. Oh, that's a nice theory you have there. We'll have to prove it right. Is this bridge in better state than the last one? Despite the obvious. I believe the tree is holding the stones together, mistress. Okay, cool. What is this thing? Can't we... Oh, there is an inscription here. Okay, that's good. So, let's check it out. Around the stones at the base, there's something written. We have two of the words and another conjunction. I've not seen anything even close to this before. So, may you use B, C, can. May you be, There's a few words I found before that might help. Yeah, okay. Adjective. One of the sign from holy, and this, if I recall correctly, was a person. And this was like together, signified togetherness or a connection. So healthy or strong? Maybe healthy, maybe. I don't know, maybe healthy. A person that has his stuff together. Correct? Healthy? May you be true. Maybe. I don't know. Let's go with this. For now. We'll just have to change our minds at a later date if it's possible or if it's needed. Let's cross the bridge. Can you tell the time by the sundial on Iox, mistress? Wang claims he can, but what? Now, let's just say Huang isn't entirely honest. So he doesn't lie, as much as daydream. Mistress, please. You cannot expect me to cross that. I will topple into the water and sink. I crossed it already. It's perfectly safe. Indeed, I know you have lost robots before. 5 of them. I do not intend to increase your score. Stop being so melodramatic. You're mad. Be advised I will hop on myself to the boat if I so much as teeter, and I do not guarantee I will return. Wow, okay. Jesus, dude. Now that wasn't so bad, was it? I did not enjoy it, mistress. I found the risk most uncomfortable.